Hello, and welcome to another vlog. I want to start off by saying happy birthday to my service dog Deuce, who's turning 6 today. So, happy birthday, Deuce. This week's theme is disability etiquette. So, I wanted to spend today's vlog talking a little bit about some of my pet peeves in regards to how people treat me because of my disability. Now, I want to start off by saying that I realize that not everyone engages in this behavior, and when people do engage in this type of behavior, more often than not, their intentions are good, and I do realize that. So I'm not doing this, making this vlog to single anyone out. So I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about some of my pet peeves. So one of my first pet peeves that I have is the way people interact with me and talk to me because of my disability. In particular, I don't like how some people will talk down to me or talk to my caregiver before they talk to me. And the reason I don't like these is probably quite obvious. I mean, when people talk down to me, obviously it makes me feel like a child, which clearly I'm not. And when people talk to my caregiver before me, it makes it seem like I can't speak for myself or think for myself. Which obviously isn't true. Like we talked about in last week's vlog, although I have a disability, I'm still very capable in a lot of ways. Um, so just be mindful about the language that you use when you talk to someone with a disability. Make sure you talk to them the same way you would talk to anyone else, because that's the way people with disabilities want to be talked to. Um, so the other thing that I don't like, and this is a big one that I've heard from a lot of people with disabilities, is being helped without people asking. So helping someone without asking them. For me, this is most common when I go out in public and maybe I'm at the mall and people will pick things up for me or open doors for me without asking, oftentimes when I don't need them to do those things for me. And it's not that I'm ungrateful or that I don't appreciate people helping me. Matter of fact, I am grateful and I do appreciate it. It's just I would prefer it if people ask first, because what people don't realize is when you help me without asking, oftentimes what you're doing is taking away my independence. There's a lot of things that I can't do for myself because of my disability. So when things come along that I can do for myself, I want to preserve those abilities for as long as I can. Furthermore, when it comes to things like picking things up or opening doors, most of the time my service dog can do those things for me, so I don't necessarily need your help. Now, for me, it's more of a minor annoyance. People helping me without asking, it doesn't really cause any detrimental effects, but for some people it would. For example, if you were to come up behind a person with limited mobility and start helping them without asking, from your point of view, you'd be helping someone in need, but from their point of view, you could just be some random person manhandling them, and you're likely to hurt them and cause some major problems for them. So that is why it's important not to help people without asking. Um, because although your intentions may be good and the person may or may not appreciate you helping them, you could cause a lot of problems for them. So, just ask before you help anyone, whether they have a disability or not. It's just a good rule of thumb. Um, so the last thing that is here on my pet peeves list is people staring at me because I'm in a wheelchair. Look, I know there's not a lot of people in wheelchairs around, but they're not that uncommon. So, don't stare at us like we're freaks in some circus. There's a reason why they got rid of circuses like that. Because they're degrading. It's rude to stare at people, and it's kind of creepy, to be honest. To be out in public and have people just stare at me random, like, oh look, it's a guy in a wheelchair. Yes, so if you could refrain from staring at people, at least try your best not to, and refrain from ridiculing them. Um, that would be very helpful. Um, so I hope I didn't offend anyone making this list. I just wanted to kind of educate people about some of the ways in which we could treat people with disabilities better. I talk a lot more about this in the video that I'll be releasing on Thursday, which talks about disability etiquette. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, be kind to each other and see you on Thursday.